Get started. Get started right now. This is the opportunity to, this is the right time to get started. And therefore, I want to actually end by briefly talking about what we do. We believe that for more social entrepreneurs to be supported, we need to inspire more. That's the first premise. We actually believe that there's still people waiting to be inspired. I'm sure I'm talking about those sitting on the fences. Therefore, we reach out to 15 cities across India, and we do a program called Unconvention, which is like a conference but which inspires people across 15 cities. And in many places we partner with TiE, but the point is, how do you inspire more people? There are people waiting, wanting to do this. You need to connect with them, and Unconvention is a program that we do. So we inspire. The second piece we're learning is, if there is a diamond in the middle that is kind of growing, and if many of these entrepreneurs going to serve that market has never lived in that market, doesn't understand that customer, there is an important piece which is required, which is immersion. We believe that entrepreneurs need to be immersed in those customers, understand the nuances in which they operate, where they spend, why they spend, and so on and so forth. So for them who have decided that they need to take the plunge, we do two things. One is a fellowship program, which actually gives them a 12-month immersion into the sector. It allows them to meet entrepreneurs, it allows them to work with enterprises, and then decide whether this is what they want to do. So it becomes a much informed choice for some of these people. The second piece that we do in immersion is we do an entrepreneur in residence program, which Attila alluded to. We believe that angels don't invest till it is ready for an exit in 18 months. These businesses take 2 years to become investable because business models aren't mature. So you aren't angel ready today. And if you aren't angel ready today, how do you become angel ready fast? Which means there's a way that you need to bootstrap and immerse yourself and build your model. We believe that we need to trust you and support you in that process, and we therefore do something called an entrepreneur in residence. People who've taken the plunge, have a compelling idea, we allow them to live with us, stay with us in our offices, and then support them intensely through mentoring, but at the same time meeting a little bit of their living costs, so that allows them to take the plunge very confidently. People have been debating that and saying, if it's true entrepreneurship, why should you support their living costs? But that apart, the reality is that people are willing to take that. So entrepreneur in residence. For those who actually overcome all that, and a lot of people who build compelling ideas, who have compelling ideas and who've committed to this, we actually incubate and invest in them, which means we give them capital up to 50 lakhs, invest in them. We do combination of equity, grant, which allows, we are allowed to do that because we're an incubator recognized by the government of India. And the idea is to make them investable and to help them raise the next round, and then we move on, because finally it's like a relay. Because the next round of investors, be Chennai Angels or Acumen Funds or the Avishkas of the world, then can invest, and then they can provide them much more capital, and then take them on their journey forward. So we inspire through Unconventions, we initiate and immerse through our fellowships and entrepreneurs in residence, we incubate them and offer them capital. One of the important pieces in this whole incubation process is mentoring, and thank you, TiE, for the entire support that you offered us in that process, because all these enterprises are finally businesses. There's a nuanced understanding of the customer required, which actually should come from the entrepreneur. But mentors actually have built businesses in the past, sold companies, hired people, fired people, all those kinds of things. We believe that such mentors can make a big difference. Part of the reason why I think the sector is also not growing is because people haven't made money. People haven't made money by building businesses in this sector and then becoming angel investors and mentors to entrepreneurs. That's the best situation all of us dream of. If you've really built a business in this, exited that, and then becoming a part of the Chennai Angels and creating a angel group within that to focus on social impact is a dream situation. So mentoring is very important, and thank you, TiE, for helping us in that process. I want to conclude by actually saying that social entrepreneurship is a different sector. It requires patience and perseverance, but it can create lasting social impact. It's meaningful. It can still make you money. So that's the first piece that I wanted to conclude with. And the second piece, there's no better time to get started. Please start today, because this is the best time to do it. And I'm sure we and TiE and so many others would be happy to support you in that process. Thank you for your patience.